next speaker is Pulkit Gangwal. Settling the rivalry. Settling the rivalry, Pulkit Gangwal.
Do you remember your first rival? Do you remember the crying face of the kid you punched? Have you settled it yet with your sibling? Fellow Toastmasters, Madam Contest Master, most welcome guests. If you believe that you are better than your sibling, I started believing that last September. We all have siblings, I believe, but the rivalry I'm going to talk about is the person who is not my sibling. Let me take you to the days where this all began. I was in my high school days, having my lunch on the corner of the basketball court. My other 9 classmates were playing basketball. One of them came to me and said, "Hey Pulkit, would you like to play basketball with us?" The Michael Jordan in me was ready to be unleashed, and I was on the court in the next moment. You know how there are some players who can change the entire dynamic of the game? I was that kind of player. Before I joined, my team was just leading by 9 points. And after I joined the game, our team had a 23 points loss. After the game, this boy who invited me to the game named Lavi came to me and said, "Hey Pulkit, you know what? You got nominated for MVP by the other team." No, I'm kidding. You know what? You deserve to be in NBA as a referee. As a referee? I was running back and forth on the court without touching the ball. No wonder. But that day I decided that I'm going to teach this guy Lavi a lesson. Who do you know that 4 years later we guys will become best friends? We studied together, played together, ate together. We were so close that even today our family is close to each other and we guys stand together in the moment of joys and sorrows. Lavi and I studied together. Then I used to come back home and study more so that I can outscore Lavi. But that was not God's plan for us. If I get 90%, Lavi get 91%. If I get an A, Lavi get an A+. If I got first place in the race, Lavi would be the first person to point out, "Hey Pulkit, you were running alone." As time went on, the feeling to return back this insult, this embarrassment increased. Last September, Lavi and I went to the US Open lawn tennis semifinals, where his favorite player, Novak Djokovic, and my favorite player, Roger Federer, were playing against each other. Roger Federer was on double match points. If he scored any of the next 2 match points, he will take away the game and he will go to the finals. But that was not God's plan for him. Or me, apparently. After a few minutes, Roger Federer lost the game, and Lavi was enjoying his victory. And I observed Roger Federer sitting on the court, staring at the ball with which Djokovic scored the last point, with his racket on his side. All I could focus on was the racket, the ball, and the court. The racket, the ball, and the court. Racket, ball, court. Racket, ball, court. That was the answer to settle this 14-year-long rivalry. I had been playing racquetball since 2008, and Lavi didn't even own a racket. My plan was to play racquetball with Lavi, win all the 3 games at 15-0, and then insult him in front of my friends. Next day, I pulled Lavi to the racquetball court. I won the first 2 games, 15-5, 15-3. Last game, I was leading by 9-0. And I knew that if I continued the momentum, I would take this game 15-0. And I was on the court. I served for the 10 point. Ouch! 10 point! Ow! It hurts! And I couldn't play for the next 3 months. And please don't try this at home. Somehow I managed to win this game 15-0. And now I was waiting for the next week when we all guys were planning to meet, and I was about to insult Lavi. All of my friends and Lavi met in the next week. I was about to start bragging about my victory and how bad Lavi was playing. And before that, Lavi interrupted, and he started saying, "Hey guys, do you know the fat boy who used to support me on the basketball court? He has become an athletic person right now. He defeated me on the racquetball court. Our pool kid snatched a game 15-0 as well." And as Lavi went on talking about the game, I was thinking, well, this sibling rivalry just existed from my side. And the feeling to settle this rivalry at the very moment even emerged like a lava from the volcano. And I wanted to speak and say that there is no rivalry anymore from my side. To end this rivalry, I just said to all of my friends in presence of Lavi, "Hey Lavi, you know what? You can go to the racquetball finals as a referee."